not a peep. So this woman, metaphorically speaking, because she's probably disgusting, smells bad. Ugh.
We highlighted, as much the internet did, this crazy woman on the internet who she's a streamer, and she first made a video about how all these men are bad. Men are bad on the internet. They're the problem with video games, right? And it was about a 2-minute long video. It went crazy. It popped off, and I think it had like 10 million views, right? And it was all about how man is bad. And she got a lot of pushback on it, a lot of feedback on it. Here's the original video. It's currently sitting at 18.3 million views. Let's just watch a quick like few seconds of this real fast. Okay. This was the video. I know many of you seen it, but we're just a quick recap.
She wouldn't last 10 minutes in a COD lobby is not, nor has it ever been, a valid excuse for men to act like pieces of human garbage in gaming. I shouldn't have to play a game where all I say is hi and the whole game is thrown and I'm in hell for the next 40 minutes because men are being emotional about it. That is not normal. And that's not how the old COD days were, because I promise you, as a man, you have never had somebody throw on the basis of your gender. That doesn't happen.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So she goes on, and that's 25 seconds, right? And she goes on and on and on, blah, 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 right? So I'm not going to take credit for this, but I'm going to take a little bit of credit for this, because what happened was I was like, who is this lady? And I went in and just did the slightest bit of journalism that happened. And then we popped this on. I showed off this entire clip on the stream last week, and I posted this after our stream, and I just said, I watched 10 minutes of the previous stream that she did. 10 minutes, and that's all it took was to find this. And I said, you got to watch this. The irrational fear in this woman is crazy, and something has broken her. Wait a second. I'll just we'll play this off here. So here's this.
Genuinely, like, my worst fear is having a son. I'm not even being funny. In general, I think it would just be like more fun to have a girl, because like she can be cunt. But then it's like even if you have a son, and even if you think he's normal, like he can like just like become a misogynist one day, and there's nothing you can do about it, just because like he's talking to the wrong people or engaging with the wrong media online.
Flash, have you seen this part of the clip yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she wants to make her kids gay.
Yeah, right. And we'll continue here, because most people only seen like the last 17, 18 seconds of it, but it stems from this clip as well. There's a lot in here.
You want a little girl just to be a twin? She would be cunt. Like, she would be cunt. Oh!
And here's the clip that most people have seen.
No, it's over, Ina. It's over. Like, if I were to have a boy, we better pray to God that he's gay. We better start indoctrinating him day one. We have to either make him trans or make him gay. We are not having a cisgender straight son.
So we played that clip on the show on Friday, and it was kind of like one of those where it's like, holy shit, like this lady is fucking psycho. And what was great about that,
genuinely, like,
sorry about that. What was great about that clip, and the wonderful thing about as we continue to grow, as Trigger Point actually took that clip, saw it on the show, and posted it as a response. And from Trigger Point watching the show, he took that last like 17, 20 seconds of it, and then went in and edited it down and posted that out there for people to see. And that video has popped off. And what's crazy about that is, it has ultimately resulted in her being banned. She has now been banned from Twitch. She's been hit by a 14-day suspension.
Which is like nothing if you think about it.
Right. But she's been banned for hateful content, which is really intriguing. Which is a small step, I think, for Twitch. A small step. So, look, take the dub when you can get the dub, because she definitely I mean, she was throwing down some bullshit. That's some crazy ass statements. And you guys are saying like a 2-week vacation, just 14 days. That's a lot. I know it's going to sound really silly. For a small streamer, 14 days is a lot. Now, with that said, I still think they went incredibly soft on her. And it should have been considerably longer. But that's the, people saying that should be a permaban. Right. So, it's cool to see kind of the trickle down effect that started on the show, and then somebody took the clip. And once again, it doesn't take a whole lot of research to expose these idiots. It took me 10 minutes, and that's not journalism. That's just watching 10 minutes of a stream in twice the speed until
if you find it that fast. If you found that fast, I wonder what else is out there.
Yeah. Like, what else could you find if you actually sat down and watched all of her shit? I despise this woman, though. I despise her. She is what's wrong with all the women in gaming. She ruins it for everybody else. And just on a little side note, I tweeted this out this morning, but it really pissed me off. I went through her Twitter, and she's just like mocking people, like she mocked Melee games. She's just left and right. But she's an Iranian streamer, right? She's got a little Iranian flag in her bio. Maybe she's Canadian, American, whatever it is, but she is from Iran, whatever it is. She has the guts and glory to be like, free Palestine, but never once does she say anything of the atrocities going on in Iran to women who she is complaining about on the internet, saying women are not safe on the internet. But then you go and be like, free Palestine. What about Iran? Not a peep from her. Not a peep. She is a hypocrite. She doesn't believe anything she's saying, because if that was what she actually believed, she would be protesting for the women in Iran, but not a peep. So fuck this woman. Metaphorically speaking, because she's probably disgusting, smells bad. Ugh.
Right. Well, I don't know enough about all the shit that's going on over there, and I'm not going to get into all that nonsense. But I'll tell you this, man. It's look, we all know these people are giant hypocrites, right? And at the end of the day, we've talked about this many, many times, right? There is everybody is a hypocrite on some level. It's just a matter of if you can be honest with yourself about it, right? But Bobs, you also came in. I mean, you said this is just a throwaway response, and you actually muted it, and you came back this morning and was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Right?
So I muted it because it was getting like a shit ton of likes, and it was just blowing up my Twitter. And I was like, I don't care who likes this shit. I left it. And I came back to it and I was like, holy shit, 3,000 people. But I was just being told that I was a pick-me girl, that I'm a shitty woman for, not sticking up for her and all this other crap. And I was like, bite me. I don't care.
She also put the subtitles on her tits. That's also.
Oh yeah, and people were defending
right
her,
there.
saying, "Where else is it gonna go? That's the normal placement for captions. That's a cute shirt. It's a nice top." I'm like, dude, it's like 3 sizes too small for the hoe. But that's fine. Whatever. Anyway.
Well, there's a lot. Usually, you put the subtitles right at the bottom. I mean, they're not in the middle. So that's bullshit.
You mean
Mm-hmm.
not? I mean,
not directly on her.
Not
tits.
on the plumber's crack she's got going on.
Yeah.
Reflect right here. It's like,
there's still some space there at the bottom.
Don't ever tell me eyes up here when you're with. That's like
my eyes are up here, but my thoughts are down there, according to her.
Right. Well, some women in the gaming space have kind of come out and said a few things about this, and let's actually go over to Melanie Mack, who Melanie Mack is also currently suspended on Twitch. Melanie,
friends.
That's right. It says, I'm suspended for being anti-LGBT. She's suspended for saying she would groom her son to be gay or trans. The plot twists are insane this season, right? Right. And she's not wrong. Now, I'll tell you this. I love Sav. I think Sav is awesome. And her tweets are fucking fire. And I think she came in with the most eloquent way you could possibly deliver here. And how this tweet hasn't blown up is, I think it will in time, because she nails it right here. And Sav, by the way, currently on a boat floating somewhere, which is great. She's tweeted about that several times, so good for Sav. But she says, it took me a little to reflect on what I want to say on this. This is a joke on the internet. This is on the internet now forever. Let's ignore the quote politics or the why or the joke claims. This is forever on the internet. There's no way to delete this clip. Her children, should she ever have any, will one day know of its existence. Let's say she's joking. The kids that child interacts with will see this. They'll get teased endlessly. They'll be called gay or trans simply because they exist, even if they aren't. Because that's what kids do. They tease each other. It will follow that kid all throughout their school life. Let's say she's not joking. Imagine the pain of that child, that before they were born, this woman, that kid's mother, was already plotting that before this son is even born, they were already deemed not enough, flawed, and worthless. That they wouldn't be loved if they weren't a specific thing or label. If that child does end up being gay and they see this, they'll never know if what they feel is genuine or not. That's fucked up. And that's really sad and messed up. Chef's kiss. And she's 100% right. The psychological warfare that this streamer has played on their child that doesn't even exist yet is amazing.
It's like the OnlyFans people. It's mostly women, obviously, but when they decide to have a child, if they ever do, that child will be like, oh shit, my mom is an OnlyFans, and they'll get bullied in middle school, high school, throughout their entire life. Like, I wouldn't want my mother being an OnlyFans person. No.
Well, who would?
These kids, they find this shit and they bully the other kids whose mother did that stuff. It's sad.
And then like that mother, she might be a very great mother, right? Whatever the case, then she will have retribution later on if she wants to be involved in her child's stuff at like middle school and high school. Like the other parents would be like, no, get the fuck away. You're an OnlyFans star. No. And so like these things have lots of consequences and people don't think about it. You're muted, Craig. He's like looking into the beyond.
Well, I saw Asmongold react to this and he's like, I'm not going to say she's a groomer. No, fuck that. You're saying that shit? She literally says, I'm going to groom my child. You are a fucking groomer.
Yep, right? She's allegedly a predator, if you want to put it legally.
You're allegedly a piece of shit.
Yep.
How's that?
Not me.
How's that? No, like, I'm sorry. You are a piece of shit as a human to your core. And I'm not going to pull back on that. You're a giant piece of shit. And I hope that bad things happen to you in Minecraft.
In Pal World.
Yeah. I have no sympathy for people like that who are putting their kids, their future kids that they don't even want in horrible situations, man. It just goes back to don't fuck with kids. Just don't fuck with kids.